I don't know if you have heard about the return of Christ and all that bullshit. Neither do I know if you have heard of a book called A Course in Miracles. I don't mind religious books. Once I lived 1 week with the Hare Krishna cult. It was an interesting experience. I was young. I was 17 or 18. What I noticed was that some of the people in the cult couldn't think. They were just running the language of the book in their mind, thinking that it was thinking. Later I have realized that thinking is about thinking God's thoughts. This is, by the way, something that Jesus once said. You're not thinking God's thoughts. You have to think God's thoughts. If you ever should buy A Course of Miracles and read it, you might come over some sentences like, there is only one mind, God's mind. And if you study A Course in Miracles, perhaps one day you will realize that Spirit is Father, and God, when He created you, didn't have a wife. So of course, if He's Father and He doesn't have a wife, you must be His Son. If you read A Course of Miracles, you might learn that God is Source, and God doesn't speak. God is formlessness itself. The natural state of the mind is abstract. And your spirit is one of God's thoughts. And God Himself, or Source, has a lot of thoughts. And all these thoughts are individuals. They can go out into the universe and live. individually, and you are one example of that, even if you don't know it. And God has one Son, and the Son of God is us, and we are all named Christs. God himself, Source, has one Son, and the name of God's Son is Christ. We are an collective entity with many individual thoughts living in each body. I live in my body, and you live in your body. But we are one, and we are all telepathically linked together, and we are also connected all the way back to Source, as we also are linked together with each other. So it doesn't matter if you are a woman or a man. You are the Son of God, because God is Father, Spirit is Father, and God himself is love, and only love creates, and only like itself. So God is love, and you are also love. And it might come as a surprise to you that you don't need to love anyone. You are supposed to be love, not to love. God does not love anyone. He is love. And when you need love, you go to God, and then you connect to God, and you become love as you connect your love to his love. And I also wanted to say something about complaining and about thankfulness. It's very difficult to be thankful when you have a painful life. But if you want to learn to be thankful for everything, you are going to learn it. And one way you can learn it is by understanding what complaining does to you. There is a wall in Jerusalem. The Jews are praying in front of that wall, but most of all they are complaining. They complain all the time. The Palestinians don't complain. They are thankful for everything. That is the main difference between a Jew and a Palestinian.